Hey there folks, thanks for tuning in for another video review. This is something that I have had for quite some time actually. It is the Ready Player One key collection, I guess if that's what you want to call it or identify it as. I don't think there's actually a name for them, but it does just have the list of different keys on the side. But anyway, Ready Player One is by far one of my absolute favorite movies of all time. It has so much nostalgia, so much heart, so much in it, that I don't see how anyone who's into pop culture and sci-fi and just these types of movies that, how can anyone not enjoy Ready Player One? Anyway, I think I picked this up about the time the movie came out because I honestly just forgot I had it. I think I misplaced it in one of my boxes when I moved to my apartment and it just got stuck there, and I happened to be cleaning the other day and I found this box and realized I never did a review for it. As you can see, we have the window box showing all three keys. We have all the characters, the high five that we did see from the movie. On the left, like I mentioned, it does have the names of each key color, so the copper key, the jade key, and the crystal key, and then the Ready Player One logo. Nothing really on the bottom or the sides. And then the back, just the details, and it looks like this was made by Funko. We can see up there, sorry my lighting is a little bit off today, and then the Warner Brothers logo. So let's go ahead and take the keys out and get a closer look. So first, let me say this is a pretty cool little setup they have each of the keys in, but it is kind of a waste. It's such a big box and there's nothing else in there. And of course, this is just a cheap plasticky foam type of material, so it's really no point in doing that. Even if you wanted to display it, this wouldn't really be a good design for it, unless you want to actually make a little key holder for all three of them, or maybe some kind of frame if you have like autographs or anything like that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the crystal key first. This is crystal key, right? Yeah, crystal key. And I believe this is actually the last one you do win in the Ready Player One movie. And it's pretty much translucent. You can see all the way through it. And I really like how they did the different styles of plastic here. You can see almost like a crystal type here, more of a plastic looking here. And then you have the etched design up here. And let's take a look. It almost looks like, at first I was going to say snowflakes, but it's kind of like a digital design here. Now, it's actually been a while since I've seen the movie, so and even in the movie, I know we had a few close-ups of it, but I don't think we actually could see all the details we have here. This is a pretty cool design that we do have here for the keys. And as you can see, there's some nice designs etched in at the top there. Get a closer look at that. And all the keys are plastic and they're kind of soft. They can very slightly bend, but of course you don't want to, or if you want to, break them. But there's really not too much going into the keys. They do make good display pieces, of course, but they're not going to have that feel of real metal keys. Now here is the Jade Key, and I think this is my favorite one, just given the design and how much is actually into the details on this one. All the etchings there. This one you can definitely see more, and because there's actually color and it's not clear, you can see kind of like the wear and different brush strokes that are on here. And I like the design at the tip of the key too. And each side is identical, I believe, yeah. That's a pretty cool look at it. I don't think, I could be mistaken because I do see this looks like an eagle here. I don't remember, this one doesn't, it has like the A's, or can't quite tell what it is. But there isn't really anything to indicate that you are in the Oasis, or I guess I am glad they didn't make it blatant that it says Ready Player One on it. But even in the movie, I don't think there was anything to show that these are in the Oasis or any markings for it. They just each had just unique designs to make them different from one another. And lastly, let's take a look at the crystal key, or the copper key, I'm sorry. But this one does have the same logo as the crystal key. And I don't think it had, oh yeah, it does. So at the bottom here, it does also have those A's, I guess. I don't remember if those meant anything in the movie because, and maybe it's not even an A, maybe that's just the design that they went with. Now the copper key does have a slight shine to it when you do put the light on it. And the paint is, you know, simple and has a little bit of wear and some of the brushing, the black brushing here and there too. And this one is more of like kind of a classic medieval or Roman style key to it, which is, you know, it's a nice design also. But like I said, I think the Jade Key is my favorite here. And this one is a little bit more stiff than the other two. And as you can see, they're not too, I mean, of course, they're bigger than your average size keys, but they're good novelty size keys, which you would find in a video game or a movie. Now, I just realized this one isn't that straight. Yeah, it's pretty crooked if you can see that in there. So that didn't mold very well or sit very well when it was drying up. So that's a little disappointing. Of course, from the side, you can kind of tell. I think in person you can see it more, but it kind of indents in the middle or bows in the middle right there. Maybe you can see it on the side. And actually, on this side, you can tell it's a little bit more uneven. This one's sitting higher than that one. And on the others, you can't, there isn't anything that's all, you know, essentially one piece except here, so it doesn't have any issues like that. I think everything else is pretty straight on that one. And this one, yeah, this is just one piece too, so it's not going to have any issues of being imbalanced. But like I said, you know, if you displayed, you really wouldn't be able to see the difference of that. So there we have the 3 keys from Ready Player One. You know, like I said, it's been a while since I've seen the movie, and I mean, of course, I've seen the movie 100 times already, but I have had these keys for quite some time, so I figure I just get a review out since I have all this time on my hands. If you have any questions about them, feel free to leave a comment below, and be sure to subscribe to my channel and follow all my pages. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.